Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw for Insider Travel Report, and I'm here with a familiar face. We've chatted with him many times, Willie Fernandez, who's Chief Marketing Officer for Rental Escapes. And if you don't know Rental Escapes, you should. They offer incredible villa rentals in very all around the globe, and we're going to talk about some new places they're going to be. And they have great travel advisor programs, and we've been working with them for a long time, and really they're one of the best outlets to get this kind of product, this luxury product for your clients. And we're going to talk to Willie about all that and more on Insider Travel Report. Willie, first of all, it's great to see you. You got one heck of a villa behind you there.
Yeah, James, thank you so much. It's great to see you. Yeah, this is actually Villa Neil in St. Bart's. It's over in the St. John Beach area. Overlooks St. John Beach. It's got a beautiful infinity pool, and the views from the back side of the villa, which is what you see right there, are just incredibly breathtaking. This is what I
Well,
would call a six-star villa.
that's right. Well, you sold me. I'm go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go to
Let's
this
do it.
villa. Let's do it. So that's an example of what you offer. But remind us again overall, what Rental Escapes offers in terms of accommodations and the destinations you've been offering.
Yeah, so what I often say is we're more than a villa company. We're a company that really prides itself in creating very personalized villa experiences for guests all over the world. The portfolio today is everything from a one bedroom to a 28 bedroom. We've got about 5,000 properties and growing. About 90% of the portfolio is online. About 10% is what we keep in pocket. Due to the exclusive nature of the property, some owners will ask us not to market it, but we have full access to these properties. So, if an advisor reaches out to us and they need something really special for a very special guest, they may not find it on the site, but we do have access to that site, and we will share with them a private URL to that villa so they can share it with their clients. We're on six continents. As of last week, we are now in 181 destinations, with London and Mallorca being the latest two destinations that we've come into with our villas.
Yeah, I saw that announcement. I was going to ask you about that because London is now is that a villa or is that a large apartment or house?
So those are apartments, but we're headed back there later on this year, because as you know, everything in the portfolio has to be vetted, it has to be inspected. So we're headed back there later on towards the latter part of the year, to go into the outskirts of London, to find villas. We have a lot of requests that come in for the outskirts, like out in
Mhm.
Windsor and some of the other towns.
Right.
So we are going to be heading out there and spending some time looking for that inventory.
So how many what accommodations do you have currently in London? Is it just one so far and you're getting more?
So no, we have quite a number
Okay.
of city center apartments
Got
is
it.
is what we went and we added. And a lot of what we bring on is a direct result of conversations that either myself, Vonda Keeler, who's our director of travel advisor partnerships, or members of our sales organization are having with our travel advisor partners. And they're coming to us and they're asking, hey, what about this destination? What about that destination? Like last year, one of the big destinations that we brought on due to the demand and the requests that were coming into us was Turkey.
Oh,
So
right.
we made it a point to go out, right? So we made it a point to go out to Turkey, find the inventory, meet with owners, meet with partners, and then we've brought that inventory on. So, we want to make sure that what our travel partners are asking of us, that we have available to them. Um, there's a whole list that we keep of destinations that advisors have asked us for,
Mhm.
and we are currently actively sourcing that inventory, and then making appointments to go into those destinations to inspect all these properties.
And in fact, one of those destinations, beyond London, was Mallorca, which I'm not surprised. The Mallorca can be popular. It's a great sun and fun destination in Spain. So I assume you're ramping up that area as well, right?
We are. One of the additional destinations that we were planning on going earlier this year, but due to the war, we postponed it, was Dubai.
Wow,
A
right.
lot of our travel advisor partners are asking us for inventory out in the UAE. So we had planned the trip, and about 2 weeks before we were set to go, the war broke out.
Oh,
So
wow.
we had to put that trip on hold. So once things calm down, we will head back out there and we'll take a look at this inventory. And aside from looking at the inventory, James, because we create these very personalized experiences, we've got to source the chefs and we've got to source the ground transportation. We've got to source, all the experiences and excursions and, everything that the clients really want as part of an overall villa experience. So we will spend a good 2 weeks out there looking at inventory and working with partners to bring them on in order to be able to really curate just an unbelievable villa experience for clients.
No, and in fact, I want to be when you go test out and source the chefs there, guy. I'd love to be part of that test. That would be interesting. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not just the accommodations; it's all the other things surrounding it for the experience. So,
Yeah, we take a tremendous amount of pride in what we do, and it shows with every villa booking that we carefully curate for clients. One of the things that we're most proud of is you look at our Trustpilot score, we have a 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot, which is just a testament to just the overall level of service and product that we deliver on a daily basis.
now, going for the rest of 2026 and heading into 2027 for that matter, what are some of the key destinations that you think advisors should focus on where you have availability?
So the Caribbean is still the number one, with the Turks and Caicos, the Dominican Republic, and St. Martin really being the top three destinations in no particular order. But those are really the three biggest markets in the Caribbean. Costa Rica was our fastest growing and most in-demand destination last year.
Right.
And that trend continues in 2026. One of the things that we continue to see as an organization is guests really focusing on taking their experiences to just another level. They don't want to just go into a destination and park themselves. They really want to immerse themselves in everything that destination offers.
Now, we've talked about this before, but the rise of luxury villas as a popular accommodations form, uh, is this continuing? Are luxury villas really still gaining in popularity? And why is this luxury villa market really so resilient and so well booked?
So we as an organization, we have not seen a slowdown. If anything, we have seen just a very consistent trajectory in demand month over month, year over year. Um, One of the best things that happened for the industry was the pandemic. Because during the pandemic, when the cruise ships were not in the water, the resorts were closed, the hotels were closed, the villas were open.
Right.
And here in the US, a lot of guests that were able to drive to go into the various destinations still be able to vacation. Where they wanted to come here to Florida, to Orlando, they wanted to go to the beach, or they wanted to be in the mountains of Georgia, so they got that full taste of that luxury villa experience in their own private setting. Nowadays, when you look at the cost of all-inclusives or the cost of resorts or the cost of hotels, and you compare that to the average nightly per bedroom cost at a villa, what you find is that 9 times out of 10, that villa is less than that of a hotel or that of a resort.
Right.
And for the advisor, they don't have to worry that their clients are going to be booked, at a hotel resort on different floors or in different buildings. They are able to make sure that everybody's under one roof. Everything is customized to them. And we can bring all of the experiences and all the services right to the villa,
Mhm.
where really they're going to be able to just, you know, make memories together.
Now,
They'll be able to dine together,
yeah,
experience
no,
everything
absolutely.
together.
Including with that chef, you've gotten to go with the villa, right?
I'll
So
tell you,
that
listen, I will tell you, 2 years ago, I was in the Turks and Caicos, and Alan gave me a call, and he's like, "Where are you?" I hear the beach in the background. I said, "I'm in the Turks and Caicos." And he and I got into talking, and I had shared the story with him that it had been a while since my wife had been to a villa, and she had mentioned to me probably that morning just before Alan called me, and she says to me, she says, this is really vacationing. This is among the very first times in a long time that I feel like I can just relax,
Yeah.
right? There's housekeeping there, right? They take care of everything. There's a butler there. He or she will take care of everything. There's a chef there who's preparing the 3 meals a day. There's cars and drivers. There's a pool attendant. There's a beach attendant. You can just literally sit back and relax from the moment you walk in. But even more importantly, when you work with Rental Escapes, you can relax from the very first time you reach out to us because we've got everything under control. We know the villas, we know the destinations, we know the staff, we know how to get you around, we know how to arrange everything so that the clients can really have just an unbelievable experience.
Now, what you really have developed some great programs for travel advisors. Can you give us an update on what your travel advisor programs today?
Yeah, so as I've shared with you in the past, I at one point in my career I was a travel
Yeah.
advisor, and I owned my own business. So the travel advisor community is very near and dear to my heart. It's very near and dear to the rental to everybody at Rental Escapes. So a lot of what I do when I'm putting marketing together is I'm also wearing my travel advisor hat, and I'm always thinking about what sort of marketing, what sort of programs can we as an organization put out to really help support our travel advisor partners in being able to market and sell and generate interest with their clients, on the villas. The villas are unique, right? A cruise ship, we know air car hotel, we know the resorts, we know, but every villa is so dramatically different.
Mm.
Regardless of the destination, if it's the one bedroom or the 28 bedroom, the groups that it accommodates, can you do a wedding there? So, one of the things that we did is we started it last year. Is we created our magazine, which we call Reimagine,
Right.
um, and and this is a library right now. We have 23 magazines. 21 of them are destination magazines. Two of them right now are thematic magazines. But again, because travel advisors are so important to us and we're always talking to our travel advisor partners, James, what started out as a 10 magazine initiative became 21 because as we were putting out these magazines, travel advisors would say to me or to Vonda, "Hey, what about this destination?" So we would go back to our creative team and say, "Hey, now we need you to make this one." And then we'd hear a couple more. "Now we need you to create this one." And then during that process, they said, "Well, I do a lot of destination weddings. What do you have around weddings?" So we went and we created a wedding magazine.
Got it.
Again, we're always creating marketing material based on what the advisors are asking us to do. Plus, what we also believe is the kind of marketing material that they want and they need to really, uh, generate demand with their clients.
Now, I noticed that even this year you launched a bonus commission program earlier this spring. I don't know if that's still on, but this is the kind of thing that you do periodically, right?
We do. And we are always looking for ways to support our travel advisor partners. So we launched in May. It was our fifth or sixth year in a row doing the Travel Advisor Appreciation Month, where we offered a bonus commission of up to $5,000. And we had such great success with it in May that many advisors were asking us, "Hey, would you be open to extending it just a
Right.
bit more?" So we went and we extended it rather than a week. We extended it for a full month for the entire month of June. So we just wrapped it up on June 30th. But yeah, throughout the year, we will do bonus commission opportunities, but we do it very strategically, right? We do it when we know that those months are months of demand and advisors are going to be able to generate bookings and really take advantage of that bonus commission, right? It does the advisor no service if I issue a bonus commission, let's say in the month of April, when I know it's a soft booking month. I'd rather do it in May when I know they're going to get a lot of that last minute travel coming in. Those bookings are coming in. They can, take advantage of up to the $5,000 bonus commission. At the same time, in April of 2023, as another way of supporting our travel advisor partners, we launched the industry's first and only rewards program.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that because you've just you promoted it recently about travel advisors can travel like their clients using this rewards program, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We're always looking for ways to support our travel advisor partners. And with the program, it's intended to allow the travel advisor to be able to vacation at the exact same villas that they're booking their clients into. So they earn points for every villa booking that they make. The points never expire, right? We all recognize how busy the advisors are. They don't always necessarily have the luxury of time and travel with as busy as they are. So when they are ready to travel, they have their points there, they can cash them in. And I'm really happy to say that, right around the mid-June mark, we surpassed the 100 million point issued.
Wow.
So since April of 2023 through just mid-June of 2026, we have issued to our travel advisor partners at this point now just a little bit over 100 million reward points, which is a huge milestone.
Yeah, and these aren't just like frequent flyer airline miles that you'll never use, right? These are things that you can use to get some valuable you can actually stay in one of your villas, right?
Yeah, and we've had dozens of travel advisors already take advantage of the program. Again, it's only 3 years old,
Right.
and we've had, at this point, well over 100 travel advisors take advantage of the program, and take anywhere from a 4 night to a 7 night vacation between the Caribbean, Mexico, and Europe. They've cashed in their points and they've gone on vacation.
Well, that is a great reward, let me tell you. And plus, then they get the added benefit of understanding your product a lot more if they're going to stay there.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, you celebrated a record-breaking year in 2025. From what you've told me already, it looks like 26 is doing okay as well.
26 is doing okay. I don't want to jinx it, but 2026 is doing it's doing more than okay. It's doing pretty well. And a lot of that is just a testament to just the love and support that we get from the travel advisor community. They continue to support us by bringing us their most valued clients, and their clients are really enjoying the villa experiences that we're able to deliver. And at the same time, I've said it before, we listen to our travel advisor partners, and they're also telling us the kind of experiences that their clients want to have. So we're also out there sourcing really unique experiences for their clients. And what we're putting together in 2026 is really exceeding expectations.
Now, is there anything else you want to tell we've got out to about 125,000 travel advisors. Anything more you want to tell them about Rental Escapes today, this year, and in the future?
Yeah, so stay tuned to Insider Travel Report. We're going to have some big announcements coming out soon. And I don't want to say what it is yet, but we are going to have some major announcements coming out soon. So they definitely want to stay tuned into Insider Travel Report. We will certainly, James, send you and Alan and the team our press release so you guys can get it out there. But we're excited with a couple of things that we're working on, and we believe it's really going to excite the travel advisor community.
Well, it sounds like we'll be talking soon then. In addition to
We
getting the
absolutely, we
release
abs
out there, we
we
can do
will.
another update interview. So we're looking forward to that. In the meantime, I think you and I and Alan, we got to hang out at that villa behind you there. I'm okay with St. Bart's. It's I,
What if we did our next interview when I release the news at the table at the villa?
I'm this let's talk some more. This sounds like we're talking now about something we'd love to do. So why don't we do that, and then we can tour the villa afterwards and see everything that there has to offer.
I would absolutely love that.
Well, Willie, again, thank you for taking the time to update us on all that's going on with Rental Escapes. And if you do want to go find out more, it's a very easy website, www.rentalescapes.com. And you can find out even more about that. And then, of course, you can find out about the rewards programs and stay tuned for the bonus commission offers that they offer periodically. And now we really just promised us there's going to be even bigger news. And we're looking forward to hearing about that. Again, Willie, great to see you.
Likewise, James. Always great catching up with you, and I look forward to seeing you really soon with me at a villa.
Excellent. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report.